Well, good morning, everybody. It is about 8:25 a.m. and it is the 28th of April. We're running out of April. It's going to be May soon. So that's pretty exciting. I am on my way to Carlsbad to register my car and get a driver's license for New Mexico. It's daunting. It's always daunting with this process. I've been through it many times in my life, and they have all these requirements, all these documents you need. I have 2 file folders here full of documents. One of the things they like is a utility bill, and I haven't gotten an electric bill yet, but I do have a copy of the lease. I have my car insurance with the new address on it. I have a verification from my bank with the new address. Hopefully that will be sufficient. Who knows what they're bound to object to. Any bureaucracy has the potential of being picky about stuff. So I'll let you know. I definitely will not film in there. There is not a chance I will film in there. I do not want to get in trouble on the wrong side. I say DMV, but here it's MVD, Motor Vehicle Division. Most states it's Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, but here it's MVD. And we will see. I will not be able to get plates for my trailer because it needs to have a VIN inspection. And I'm going to have a company's going to come out. They're authorized to do a VIN inspection, and they'll do that in the next few weeks. And I'll do a separate trip to get my trailer registered. But right now it's important to get a driver's license, get the old truck here done. And I'll let you know what that process was like. Even though I'm way too chicken to record anything anywhere near this place, because I don't think they'll like it very much. So I'll give you a little scenery here while we're on our way. I won't say it's the most interesting topography in the world at all, but I like it. Did you know that, and I see off to my left here, I don't think you can see it, is Brantley Lake. Let me see if I can. You see that lake over there? Yeah, you can see that. Brantley Lake. And there's Brantley Lake State Park, which I will go through and show you, but not today. What was I saying? Oh, did you know that this area, Carlsbad, New Mexico, the whole sort of local area here is part of the Permian Basin, which is mostly known for being in Texas, but a little itsy bitsy tiny corner of it splashes over into New Mexico. I didn't know that. What's to know about the Permian Basin? Well, it is oil fields. It's a big oil field. It's if you've watched, these are great Amazon. Is it Amazon? Oh boy. I don't know if it's Amazon or not. You'll have to look it up. But it's called Landman, and it stars Billy Bob Thornton. And a landman is a guy in the oil business that's sort of in charge of logistics and making things work in the oil fields. And that's what Billy Bob Thornton is. There's a lot of drama, and there's funny parts of it, and there's touching parts of it, and of course anything with Billy Bob Thornton in it. It's well acted, and the other actors, the ensemble, is amazing. So I highly recommend that. But this is part of the Permian Basin. I don't think no part of the show spills over into New Mexico, but definitely the Permian Basin does spill over into New Mexico. So that's kind of an interesting little tidbit. And as I go on this highway here, Highway 285, I will see quite a few oil rigs, oil wells, pumping oil out of the ground. So I will and also when I'm here, I'm going to be going to, I need to stop and return something to Lowe's, and I also need to go by Walmart and pick up a few things. And that'll be the day in Carlsbad. And I'll catch up with you after the DMV. All right, I am out of the DMV. It took from 9 a.m. to 9:37 to get my car registered, VIN inspection, plate issued, driver's license issued. 37 minutes. Now, tip number 1, make an appointment. You can do it online. So when I walked in at 9 a.m., I sat down for 2 minutes. They called me up and they did everything for me. Very, very great service. Things to bring with you. You want to bring your title to your vehicle. If you don't have the title and you have a loan, I'm not sure what the procedure is. You need to ask. I have a title to my vehicle. I don't have a loan on it. Also, they wanted the insurance. So I had a copy of the insurance that I already got, the document that I got from the insurance company. And they also needed proof of my address. And I had the lease I signed, a copy of the lease I signed, and the auto insurance for the new address on it sufficed for that. Now, for the real ID, I gave them a Social Security card, an original Social Security card, not a copy, and my passport, and that was fine. And of course, my driver's license from Nevada, and of course, that was all fine. They took my picture, and very easily, without my glasses, I was able to read the top line. Was very easy to read, so I don't need to have corrective lenses. Both the title and the driver's license is mailed to you within a couple of weeks, and they give you a piece of paper that's your temporary driver's license. And that was it. And it was well, hang on, I'll tell you exactly what it was. I went the max for renewals, I think about 4 years on, or no, it was 2 years instead of 1 on the registration. And the expiration on the driver's license is I think 2033. I think it was 8 years on the driver's license. The total with the fee for the credit card transaction was $175.65. Way less expensive than Nevada. Holy mackerel. So I'm very excited that I was able to do that, and we're gonna go and buy some ingredients for Dottie's food, because we need to make food in the next couple of days. And luckily, I'll take you with me here, because the Walmart is just right around the corner here. It's about a mile away, mile and a half away, I believe. And then I will stop at Lowe's and return. I don't know if I talked about this, but I had I replaced the toilet seat in the camper. I got a ceramic Dometic, but the seat was not that great. So I bought a nice wooden one with metal hinges from Lowe's, and I couldn't tell whether I needed the elongated or the regular, so I bought both, and it turns out I just needed the regular. Even though the Dometic description says elongated, it's not for standard toilets, so I'm returning the elongated one to Lowe's, and then I'll make the trek back home. Very friendly at the DMV, not DMV, MVD, Motor Vehicle Department or Division. I'm not sure which, but it's MVD, not DMV. Boy, I tell you though, doing the online appointment, Very good. There were people in front of me that had to get onto a little terminal there and set up an appointment, and they had to wait an hour. I didn't. I waited 2 minutes, and I think I walked in at 8:58, and I walked out at 9:37. Carlsbad, Pecos, Texas, Artesia, Carlsbad to the left. So I have a screwdriver in here, so I was able to attach my New Mexico plate. So I'll now look like a local. And I see Walmart right up here. And I think it's this turn lane up here. Welcome to Carlsbad, a great place to live. Oh, it's blocking. Work and play. And here we are. And I think we'll park on the grocery side, since all we really need is, well, not quite. We need something from garden. Oh, well, there's always one thing you need at the other end, right? But I'll get some steps in and a little bit of exercise for the old, I was going to say the old hip. How about for the new hip? For the new hip. I feel the leg and everything feels pretty good today. I had a good night's sleep. Didn't have much discomfort at all sleeping, which is a little unusual. And we're going to slide in here right next to the return cart slot. And I will see you when I get back, and I'm heading to Lowe's. All right, that was $143 at Walmart. I wasn't expecting that, not even a little bit. But there were some things like batteries I had to stock up on. That was a big part of it. And there were a few other things that I needed out of the garden center that were kind of expensive. But I got everything I needed. And of course, 5 pounds worth of hamburger isn't cheap. That's for Dottie's food for a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. But I'm good. I got everything I need. So now, let's turn this around. We are headed to Lowe's to return the toilet lid. It's starting to get warm. It's 10:20 and it says it's 87. That's underneath the hood of the truck though, so that's always a little bit high. But I'm driving around with a New Mexico plate now. I look like a local. I was just checking to make sure I didn't leave my Nevada plate, because they don't take the plate here from the other state. I wanted to make sure I didn't leave it in the parking lot, because that could, something like that could be disastrous. And you ask, well, how could it be disastrous? Well, someone could take it and use it to commit a crime, and guess who it traces back to? Me. So you want to, when you switch out your plates, if you don't turn them into the DMV or MVD here in New Mexico, you want to make sure you know where they are. Don't throw them away. People will pick them out of the trash. So it's a little, we got a few miles to go before we get to Lowe's. And we'll get to see all the amenities that are available in Carlsbad. And there are quite a few, let me tell you. There's the cannabis company. I don't think I need any cannabis today. Cal's Shade Western Lounge and Package Store. Rosie's Mexican Restaurant. La Tienda Thriftway Supermarket and Pharmacy. There's a Pizza Hut. Well, I'm going to stop recording here for just a second. All right. I just realized I think I have a Nevada plate on the front. I need to go get rid of, I need to take that off. If it's on, I think it is on there. I need to take that off when I get to Lowe's. I forgot about that. In New Mexico, you only do a back plate, not a front plate. Look at all these: Burger King, Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin Robbins, Sonic, Taco Bell. Boy, I got turned on to number 9 at Taco Bell, which is a Mexican pizza and 2 tacos. It's like crack. I'm sure it's terrible for you, but oh my gosh, it's good. Good thing I'm not hungry now, or I'd be pulling in there getting me a number 9. There's another cannabis store. There are quite a few of those here. It's recreational use is legal in New Mexico. May's Foodie Hub. I wonder what that's all about. Interesting. There's a Wendy's. Wendy's really does something different with their hamburgers. They really do. It's, I think in a lot of ways it's better. Lake Carlsbad Recreation Area, Cascades of Carlsbad, Pecos River Village, Public Golf Course, Carlsbad Veterans Memorial Park, and there's the Carlsbad Chamber of Commerce next to the Domino's Pizza. And then we have I really like I love the downtowns of these towns in the West. I just love it. There's right on the right, the old City Hall. Got lots of local businesses in these downtown areas. There's a deli. There's the courthouse on the right there. Real estate places and insurance agents. Yellow Bricks Restaurant. I like that name too. It's worth trying. There's an insurance company. More real estate, loan and tax services. Art supplies and gifts. I bet that's an interesting store. There's a church. Quite a few banks. Let's see, this says Grizzly Bears, Fudge, Lemonade, and more. Upholstery shop. A CVS pharmacy. Tattoos and piercings. Should I get a tattoo and a couple of piercings? Little Caesars. Is that the place that says pizza, pizza? Oh, there's an Albertsons on the right there. An Albertsons market. Red Chimney Rear Pit Barbecue. I bet that's pretty good barbecue. You want to bet? There's a Papa John's. There's Dr. John M. Medley, chiropractic. I don't dare do any chiropractic until after, I think, a full year of healing from my hip replacement. And there's a GMC dealer. Oh, need that back up there. There's a fire station on the left there. There's a Denny's up here on the right. I went there with Pup Camper 58, Cheryl. We went to that Denny's. And I've never had a bad meal at Denny's. I've witnessed someone have a bad meal at Denny's, but it was someone sitting across from me. It wasn't me. I forgot what she ordered. It wasn't Pup Camper. It was Couple Science, if you see her commenting out there. She loved Denny's, and we hung out together for about a month in Pahrump, and we used to go to Denny's a couple times a week. And she ordered something that was just really bad. Now, I noticed this here. Pet Sense is by Tractor Supply. It's a pet thing, so I got to check that out at some point. Then we got the Goodwill here. I need to check the Goodwill out. And there's, of course, your standard Starbucks and another Taco Bell. There's more than one Taco Bell in town. Then a KFC across the street there on the left. And Blake's Lotta Burger. That's kind of a New Mexico thing, Blake's. Their burgers are really, really good. Really good. Blake's. And Arby's on the left. And there's a Harbor Freight up here and a Walgreens. I think we're getting close to the Lowe's. Yeah, there's a big Harbor Freight in there and a Dollar General. And I've never been to one of these places. I've seen them. It's a chain. It's called Buffalo Wild Wings. I bet they're pretty good if you're into wings. And I see I see a Sonic, but I think I've seen more than one Sonic. So I'm going to put money on there being two Sonics in Carlsbad. And let's see, there's a Subway there. And I've been very disappointed in Subway the past year or so. Disappointment after disappointment with stale tasting bread. McAllister's Deli, that's a great place, and there's a Big Lots next to it. And a Big 5 Sporting Goods. And a Lazy Boy. And of course, Mickey D's. And we're getting closer and closer to that magic Lowe's. I see the Lowe's sign up ahead. There's a Southwest Pharmacy. Get your flu vaccine here. I got my flu vaccine. I got like a measles booster thing. And of course COVID, and I think I got RSV. I got an RSV vaccine. I got 4 vaccinations in one day. And I got to tell you, are you ready for this? My arm wasn't even, not only was my arm not sore, but I didn't receive even the minorest of side effects from any one of those vaccinations. Pretty good. And here we are at Lowe's. This says Cavemen Country. I wonder what that means, that sign. Interesting. Cavemen Country. How interesting is that? There's a space right out front here. Isn't that pretty cool? Right in front. All right, I'll see you when I'm done. Yes, I removed the front license plate. So I have both license plates. I successfully returned the toilet cover lid, and I am going to go by the Ford dealer to make an appointment, or if I get really lucky, can they take me as a walk-in? Because all I really need done is an oil change and every filter that they can possibly find to replace, because I was in the dust in the desert for 4 months. So that is what we're gonna do. So eyes front. Make a left here. There's a Planet Fitness right there. For you nomads that are Planet Fitness people, or van dwellers that have a Planet Fitness membership, so you can easily get your showers in. There's one here in Carlsbad. Brace and Limb Orthopedic. So I think the Ford dealer is right up here. I see the Ford sign, even if you don't. I see it. I have the feeling I'll just be making an appointment for maybe next week. Can we get in here? I think maybe. Can we get in here? I think maybe we can squeeze in here. Let's say Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center Monday through Friday. Service while you wait. Well, let's see what they say. Let's see what they say. I have an appointment for a week from today. He could have gotten me in an hour, but I want to get home. I think I'd like to go through the car wash here. I don't know how to get out of here. How do I leave? There was a car wash I saw near here somewhere. Okay, do I go here? They need to have signs to tell you how to get out of here. They really do. So it's not here. And that guy that was backing out in front of me is following me like I know where I'm going. which I don't. Can I get out this way? All right. I think there's one right up here. If there isn't, it's going to be another day, but I think there's right up behind this place, there's a car wash. Yeah, Mega Mighty Wash. I don't know if they do interiors or not. We'll see. Because it's pretty friggin' dirty in here. It's not even noon yet, so I'm going to be in good shape if I can get all this done plus a wash. At least an external wash, right? Well, I guess you can go in here. And do your own thing. It's probably more money. So what are my choices? I'm new here.
Okay, well, welcome. Here's the money.
All right.
You got just handed me the money. I don't know what to do with it. Okay, look. So I got a Wonder Wash, $15. Okay, it's gonna do tires, bugs, triple foam, wash and dry.
Okay. Well, the vacuum would not touch what's in here. The hair and stuff. So I'm going to have to take it someplace to have it detailed and spend a little bit of extra money having it cleaned, because even these high-powered vacuums, they did a little, but not much. The outside looks okay, but not great. The topper is still got dirt on it. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. Hopefully I'll remember to edit out all those empty parts where I left this running for a good long while. And I will see you on the next one. I'm headed home. Take care.